Hello everyone, my name is Void Doctor and welcome back to another episode on the InfinityCraft server. And today we're starting out this episode in front of the storage hall because it is quite close to my sand quarry. That is precisely why we're starting in the storage hall instead of somewhere else on the server like the shopping district. It's just because it's close to my sand quarry. And honestly, the only off-camera progress I've made so far is I put up some banners here. That's honestly the only off-camera progress I've made at all, because I haven't had time to stream because my camera is just sitting on my desk right now because my tripod's gone. So I'm like, I bought a stand for it that's coming in later today, so I should be able to stream, but I can't right now. So we're gonna start out this episode by mining some diorite, and I'll provide you guys with context afterwards because I think it's more funny just to have a time lapse of me mining diorite without anyone knowing precisely why, and then we'll get on to why I'm mining tons of diorite. On with the time lapse. I seem to have opened a portal to the underworld. That looks like death. More diorite. Alright folks, so I have now mined a ton of diorite, like an absolute ton of the stuff, as you can see here. So, yeah, I'm gonna go put this in a shulker box and get some redstone supplies, and then we're gonna head over to JLsailor's hobbit hole in the woods, hobbit hole in the jungle, hobbit hole underneath an overhang, and start putting together a bit of a little prank. And hopefully we can catch a reaction because it should be pretty funny. So found a little bit more diorite, and oh my gosh, there's even more diorite. Okay, well then. I don't think I've ever provided a canon explanation for this. Canonically, this is Portal Cult. Also this. Just realized I'm going the wrong way. Gotta go back. So JLsailor's sort of character lore is that she's like a gremlin who's hiding out in the woods. So to get out to her hobbit hole in the jungle, you have to just go through Fake Blossom's portal and then walk 600 blocks to get to JLsailor's base, which is all the way over there, which I think is kind of, it's very time consuming, but it sort of fits in with her lore, right? You know, she wouldn't want to be interconnected with the rest of the people through the hyperport, so she just kind of cut herself off, you know, completely severed her nether link, which I think is kind of funny. And if you're wondering why I'm wearing a tiny observer on my head, it's because I was streaming earlier today. We were just working on Aria, again, the capital city, not the smaller cities. And I just found out that you could wear the mini blocks that wandering traders sell. So I bought an observer one, or I bought like 8 observer little mini block heads, and now I'm just wearing them instead of helmets. Man, this is such a cool landform right here, this arch. I'm so convinced that this is based off Utah, I couldn't even tell you. Except I guess it has 3 legs, but this is still so cool looking. Alright, so I know it looks like I've just been wandering around aimlessly gathering diorite and rambling on about diorite and going to people's bases, but trust me, I have an objective. And that objective is to mess with other people. So essentially, I want to make a giant diorite volcano and disguise it as like a fountain, like some sort of redstone fountain or something. And so what I want to do is kind of put this in sort of a noticeable place in her base, and then just sort of wait for her reaction, and just because I think it would be funny, and I think it may be more entertaining for me than you, but just you tell me in the comment section below. Thank you. Now I'm gonna get on with the build. Oh my god, I think she knows I'm here. She's not even online. She hasn't been all day. I think this was supposed to be a smiley face. She knows I'm here. She knows oh my god. She's not online, but she knows I'm here. This is terrifying. Oh my Alright, so this is about what I'm looking for right here. And it just shoots out the top. So now I'm just going to sort of conceal this a bit and give it a bit of decoration. Alright, so I've gotten some sort of little decoration figured out here. It looks like a little tiny shrine, and so I think it looks pretty cool. And as you can see here, we press the button and it starts shooting out diorite. I believe it's like 11 or 12 diorite, so it's not a ton, but I also only have a little bit of diorite in here. I think there's only 9 stacks in there. So yeah, I think it looks pretty cool, and now I'm going to go find a cool vantage point, wait for JLsailor to log on, and try and find a reaction. Again, tell me if this is funny, because I think this is really funny, but I want to know if you guys think this is funny. This sort of like prank, just messing with people's stuff. I think it's funny. Just tell me if you guys think it's funny, because if you don't, then obviously I won't do it. Alright, I think I've got a pretty good vantage point, so now it's just a waiting game. Alright, there she goes, there she goes. Oh my god. Oh, did she see me? I feel like she's looked up here a couple times. That's so scary. That may have gone horribly wrong. I get the feeling she thought it was a gift. Oh my gosh, she actually appreciated that. She thought it was a gift. Well, that was so successful. That was such a great prank. At first, she thinks my prank is a gift, and now she's actively chasing me, trying to get me off her lawn. Her, quotes, lawn. It's actually the forest behind her house, but still, not a good idea.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Alright, folks. That did not go too well. First of all, JLsailor, she thought my prank was a gift, and so she took the diorite graciously and then began using the fountain as a swimming pool, and then used the diorite to build a sword in the stone type thing, which actually looked really cool. Yeah, it was really cool. But yeah, it's a prank. That doesn't make me feel good. And then also, she started chasing me. And if you're wondering why all my gear except my axe, shoes, and elytra is all new stuff, it's because I died in lava, and those are the only non-netherite things that survived. So yeah, fun times. And on an entirely different note from pranking or losing all my stuff, if you remember from episode 1, I found this fossil and I completely forgot about it until I just remembered that this random block of sand that's just here is actually what I used to mark out the fossil. So what I'd like to do is sort of restore this fossil, dig it out from the ground, and then build the sort of, you know, dig site around it, and maybe put like a museum here for it, but mainly get some like cranes and stuff in here. This should look pretty cool. So I'm gonna get started right now. I'm debating on whether I should take this coal out or not. I mean, I know it's technically comes with the fossil, but it's not like a bone block, so I think we're gonna take the coal out just for, yeah. Alright folks, so I've gotten the fossil all cleared out, got all the stone and coal out of it. It's actually full of water too, and so I've also dug a giant hole down to it, and I think this looks pretty organic, obviously minus the items right there. And so, yeah, I like how this looks so far, minus the scaffolding and the weird looking road. So it's time to get building some cranes and maybe some supports for the scaffolding, some walkways around there, stuff like that. And I think we're going to do this in the form of a time lapse. So, as always, enjoy the time lapse.
I love you.
Alright folks, I hope you all enjoyed that time-lapse as much as I enjoyed creating it, and I'm really happy with how this has come together. I feel like it definitely feels like it's in use by someone, or by, not someone, it's a group of people. There are people digging out the fossil here, maybe extracting it with this very heavy-duty crane. This seems like quite a brutal and sort of lazy, I guess, way to extract this fossil. Maybe they should rethink the method that they're going to use to extract this fossil. It appears that this grabber is just grabbing onto that rib cage right there and is going to rip the fossil out of the ground, which does not seem like a very delicate way to treat such a valuable object. So maybe these people should rethink the way they're doing this before they actually, you know, extract the fossil. Anyhow, if you're wondering why the footage seems quite framey right now, it's actually not framey. It's my mouse disconnecting from my computer. Anyway, the next thing that I'd like to add to this build site is a gift shop, because what does every good museum need? A gift shop. And so what I'd like to do is set up some little store down in one of the caves down there that's sort of just selling Minecraft bones that are renamed to fossil to, you know, just tourists who want to get like a souvenir from this place. So that's the next thing I'd like to do after I declutter my inventory and make the road curve around this. So yeah, let's get working. You know, I really do not like mining granite because it comes in these sort of blob clusters and then you have to move to the next one, and most of the time they aren't very big, so you're just constantly moving around. Alright folks, so I fixed the road, and the next thing we have to work on is the gift shop. And what I kind of want to do is just style it like the cave, and then just have like displays of different things you can buy here. Maybe a couple ores, like some copper and stuff. Sort of like, well, at least where I live, the gift shop at our Natural History Museum has like stones and like, you know, fake toy fossils. So that's kind of the thing that I want to sell at the gift shop here. And obviously I won't charge, actually, maybe I will charge something. That may be a really good money-making strategy. I'll consider that. Anyway, I'm gonna get on with decorating the walls and maybe taking out this granite. Granite's cool and all, but definitely not in a cave environment. Alright folks, so I've now gotten the walls all textured and taken out all of the unwanted granite, basically all of it, and so, yeah, this is looking a lot nicer. It's a little bit jarring to see cobblestone on the walls here and no cobblestone here, but whatever, it's fine. Maybe they've just been mining this out and this wasn't like a natural cave here, and now the next thing I want to do is sort of just add a very basic interior, and then we'll move on from there. I feel like every gift shop has the same smell. I can just smell this gift shop. Doesn't seem very sanitary in here, but it definitely feels like a gift shop. You just walk in, there's just, you know, fake bones and a cash register and some lanterns hanging. This is like the gift shop at every tourist destination. Moving on, the next thing that I'd like to do is add a slightly better way to get here that's not scaffolding. So, ooh, I maybe should not have taken that out yet. Anyhow, the next thing I'd like to do is make some other way down here, and I think the best way to do that is just sort of a spiraling staircase that sort of blends in here. So I'm gonna do that right now. Alright, so spiral staircase complete, and now I want to build some sort of reception desk up here, some sort of building, just to sort of where you get your tickets to get down into the actual cave down there, the hole where the fossil is. When we get close up to the fossil, I'm not going to put any barriers around it, and then I want to add some sort of a barrier up here, so like a fence or something to sort of wall it off, and then maybe add some roads leading out of here, stuff like that. I'm on a very strict time limit for this video because, well, I'm going camping for the next few days, leaving tomorrow afternoon, so I'm recording this on Wednesday for context. So yeah, I'm on a bit of a time limit right now, and if I don't get this video out, well, I won't have any content for the week, sir, or for the next few days, so that will kind of suck. Anyway, don't get me wrong, this camping trip is going to be awesome, but yeah, it's a little stressful having to make this video in a little bit less than 24 hours now. Little stressful. And with that, folks, the reception desk building is done. You'd get your tickets right here with the lantern and the receptionist right here, and you go down into the caverns down below. It's very dark right there, very atmospheric. And here's the gift shop. It's an Enderman right there. And oh my gosh, there are so many mobs back there. I just realized that. And here, and then you'd sort of walk around, just explore the dig site right here, and then leave. It's probably going to cost you a lot of money, and probably won't be worth it, but hey, that's tourist destinations in a nutshell. You don't go to the place where all the tourists are going, you go to the place where the locals are going. Just fixed a minor cave-in, and I'm now going to link this entire building up, and probably this entire site up, with the path, or with the road here, and build some little walls around this. All right, folks, and with that, our fossil mining complex is complete. And I think, especially from above, from an aerial view, I think this place looks so cool. It's a little cramped, but I think that sort of adds to the charm of it. It looks like maybe it's not some super safe working conditions, which comes to, is a bit to be expected from a place where you're digging fossils out of the ground and just boring holes into the ground. That's how you're finding the fossils. And so, yeah, also maybe not the best tourist location if you want to, survive. So, yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this episode of InfinityCraft, and I think it's time to wrap it up. So as always, my name has been Void Doctor. Please like, subscribe, and share if you did enjoy today's InfinityCraft episode, and I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.